Le illusioni sono fatali. Se vacilli, sei mio. Se sbagli scelta, sei mio.
So that was a quick teaser for our newest hologram defender, Alibi, from the new Italian CTU. I'm just going to read her backstory here real quick, and then we can jump into some stuff that we noticed throughout the video. It says here, picking Alibi is an invitation for a battle of wits with your opponents. This defender is all about finding clever ways to force the attacker's hands. Any hesitation comes at a heavy price. The character of Alibi was inspired by undercover infiltration specialist in the Italian Raggruppamento Operativo Speciale unit. That was a mouthful. Yeah, I'll just stick to saying ROS because that comes up more than once throughout this article. She is a cunning woman with a gift for infiltrating dense networks of organized crime. Her name is Aria? Like Arya Stark? Fuck it, I don't know, we'll go Aria. You can you can pronounce it how you want. Her name is Araya De Luca. She was born in Tripoli, Libya, and immigrated with her family when she was just 3 years old. Her father managed a small ordnance manufacturer, using his contacts to open up exports. De Luca earned her understanding of Italian firearms through the family business and training on the shooting range. At 18, Araya entered the European Championships and won gold in 2 divisions. Following the event, oh my god. Listen, if you're from Italy, then I apologize for butchering all of these words. A Carabinieri recruiter convinced her to join the police force. De Luca's precision shooting skills shot her up the ranks, and she served for a time with the elite ROS in fighting organized crime. She eventually earned a spot in the GIS, and following successful operation in Afghanistan, despite being separated from her unit, she was singled out for undercover work in organized crime. She infiltrated the Vinciguerra crime family and spent several years among them before bringing them down from the inside. So that is the backstory for Alibi. It was a long one, and as you can tell, I struggled through it. So let's look at the teaser again. So the first thing I want to point out is the new CTU is going to be called the GIS. And looking at her trailer, we're going to pause it right here. I recognize this gun, and after doing some searching, this is from Battlefield 4. This is called the MX4 Storm. So this looks like this is going to be her primary, or maybe one of her primary weapons. I was trying to see if we could get a glimpse of her sidearm, but because of the tricky camera angles, they probably purposely hide it behind some of the holograms. So looking at these holograms, they're all facing different directions. I'm guessing how this works is whatever position you are facing and you activate the hologram gadget, then one of the holograms is just going to be facing that way. If these holograms mimic her position, can they just do the basic positions like standing, crouch, or prone? Or can they get really advanced, like you could peek around a corner and then leave the hologram there and then you can go on the other side of the wall. So it would look like, you're being peeked from both sides of the doorway. And throughout this, I watched this over so many times just looking for a slight hint as to, try to tell which one is the real one from the holograms. And I wasn't finding anything. Like, they weren't flickering. I couldn't see anything on the ground because in certain games how the holograms work is you place something on the ground and it would project the image of the hologram upwards. So there was nothing at like the base of the hologram's feet. So I'm guessing that these holograms are just there. There's nothing that projects them into the air or anything like that. You could only tell that they were holograms after someone shot at them, and we get a glimpse when they turn blue before they disappear, and then Alibi switches to her left. So from the get-go, this looks like a very situational gadget, kind of like Capital. You can't use it any and everywhere, but it's very good in certain situations. So I can see this being good in 1v, 1v2, 1v3 maybe. If you're smart enough, you can outsmart your enemies. So I can see a lot of people being clever with this, and on the other hand, I can see a lot of people being dicks with this as well. What I mean is, beginning of the round, they break a window and leave a hologram there as if Alibi herself is spawn peeking and then go by a different window. So yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are already thinking of that. Now, according to some of the leaks following Alibi, one of them said if you shoot the holograms, you may get pinged. So maybe that's why she looked immediately to her left. Maybe whoever shot the hologram got pinged for her. Also, a couple things on maybe how this may work. Does she only have 2, or can she use both of them and then they recharge, kind of like Vigil or Caveira's Silent Step? Do the holograms stay there forever, or do they stay there for 15-20 seconds and then they just disintegrate? In terms of counters for this, I'm guessing the usual people that deal with electronics are going to be able to take this out. Twitch, maybe like you can see it, Thatcher. What's interesting though is maybe Glass would also be able to detect this, because Glass has an IR scope. So kind of like bulletproof cameras, this works based off of body heat. So when Glass is looking at friendlies on his team, they stay grayed out. So maybe if Glass looks at one of these holograms and is grayed out, maybe that's how he'd know if it is a hologram. So yeah, I'm pretty interested to test her when she comes on the TTS. And lastly, just Jackal. When I'm tracking Kavera, a lot of people actually don't do this, but when I'm tracking Kavera as Jackal and they use the silent step, it actually stops the pings. So I'm wondering if using Ubisoft logic, if I'm tracking Alibi and she drops down one of these holograms, if the ping would, you know, maybe stay by that hologram. But yeah, that's been it for this video. What are your thoughts on this new hologram defender? Are you excited to play this new defender, or are you on the side of you don't like the futuristic route Siege is going? You could let me know, leave them down in the comment section down below. Also, if you have some ideas how this may work, then I'll be interested to hear. And if you found this video helpful, you can leave a like and share it around, and subscribe for more Rainbow Six Siege content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.